You know, some of the biggest things we lose after the breakup is a sense of direction and meaning in our lives. We kind of lose it all because think about it, right? You've been with this person for however long and you've been going in a certain direction and you know where you're heading to. You know what you're working for, you know what you're planning for, you know what the future holds. So when all that's taken away, you're left with so much doubt in your life. You don't know what you're getting up to go to work for. You don't know why you're planning on anything because you can't plan, because you can't see ahead. Losing that direction and losing that meaning in your life is what's making you feel as bad as what you are, because you feel lost. So I want to share with you today something that I used after my breakups that helped me get through those periods in my life, and hopefully it can help you too. Up, up, come on. So I've come out on a little walk this morning, as you can see, because it's quite relevant to what I want to talk about. So I mentioned at the start about how after a breakup we can lose that sense of direction in our lives, right? That purpose. Because it's all mapped out ahead of us, right? You're with your ex, you might be saving up to buy a house, you might be looking at having kids, maybe you've got kids, you're planning holidays, new cars, you know, you're looking at that promotion in work. And then suddenly you break up and all that becomes meaningless. And then so does your life. You start losing motivation for work. You stop seeing your friends. You stop seeing your family. Everything just has no meaning to it. It's become pointless. And that's because you can't see that path ahead of you anymore. There is no plan. It's all over. And I suffered with this a lot after my breakups. And I'm lucky that I managed to maintain the job I was in. You know, I still got up and went to work, but I know a lot of people don't. And so I want to talk about something called your breakup anchors. And they really helped me to get through that period in my life, and I'm hoping that they can help you. So what do I mean by your breakup anchors? Well, your breakup anchors are those things that you put into place that are going to keep you grounded every day. They're going to keep you feeling like you've done something each day. There's a purpose to your day at least. Now I'm going to talk about my anchors and what I used. But you can use your own. They don't have to be the same as mine. And one of them was getting out on a walk, right? Now I'm lucky because I've got the little idiot dog, right? And come on. And that gives you that kind of purpose to actually get out of a morning, twice a day, 3 times a day, whatever. Gives you that reason to do it, right? So a walk become really important for me because it become a daily occurrence. Get up of a morning, have a brew, get ready, take the dog out for a walk before I go to the gym. And it didn't matter how I was feeling, I made a promise to myself that I was going to do that regardless. I was going to get up and I was going to do that walk regardless. Now, am I saying to you that getting out on a walk each day is going to help you get over your ex? No, of course it's not. It's not a magic wand. But what it is going to do is it's going to give you a purpose. It's going to help you cope with the feelings that you're going through right now. I promise you it will. Now, mine was a walk, yours could be something else, right? But it started with a daily walk, just getting out every day, going to places like this, and just enjoying being outside. taking in the fresh air, forgetting about things for a while, and just gathering my thoughts. So that become my first anchor, right? Getting out, coming out on a walk. And then I had to look at, well, what else can I do? Got to be more to just going out on a walk. And I ended up with three anchors. Going out on a walk was the first one. The second one was meal prepping. Now, I wanted to really get into health and fitness. Now, after my breakup, that went out the window. I couldn't be bothered. What's the point in going to the gym? What's the point in getting fit and healthy? What's the point in having a six-pack? I've not got my ex, so there's no point. But I started to introduce meal prepping. Now, anxiety kicks in after a breakup, so I really struggled to eat. You know, sometimes the good days were really, I was only really drinking water because I just couldn't stomach anything. But there was the odd occasion where you'd have like an half an hour during the day where suddenly I felt like I could eat. What I didn't want to do is have to go and prepare a whole meal or order out or whatever. I missed that opportunity to eat. So I started meal prepping. So I always had these meals in my fridge ready. So if that hunger struck, I could throw them in the microwave and in a few minutes I'd be able to eat. But then that became a bit of a thing for me, meal prepping. So on a Sunday, I'd spend a couple of hours meal prepping for the next 3 days. And then on a Wednesday night, I'd do the same. Spend a few hours meal prepping for the next few days, become a weekly occurrence. So that was my second anchor. So getting out on daily walks and then meal prepping. And then my third anchor became the gym. So I was always a gym goer off and on for years and years, but I wasn't really dedicated to it. But I always had a goal when I went to the gym. I wanted to get a six-pack, I wanted to get bigger arms, I wanted to get a bigger chest, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. I wanted to look good. But I made a decision that I'm gonna throw all that out the window and I'm just gonna go to the gym to feel better. It's not about how I look, it's about how I feel. So that became a daily occurrence, 6 days a week. So my daily routine would be I'd get up in the morning, I'd come out on a walk like this, and then I'd go to the gym. Now, the rest of the day might have gone to shit. I might have sat there thinking about my ex all day, you know, ruminating over where they were, what they were doing, why we had to break up, crying my little eyes out. But I had anchors in my day now. So I was no longer just doing that all day, every day. But I'd got out and gone for a walk, and dogs got me tied up all over the place. I got up, gone for a walk, and I'd been to the gym. I had anchors. It felt like I was making progress. And that's what this video is about, really. It's about looking at bringing anchors into your life right now. If you're in that position where I was in, where you're struggling to just get through the days, you're struggling to find that direction, that purpose, have a look at bringing some anchors in. Now, my anchors were the gym, getting out on a walk, and meal prepping. They don't have to be yours. I'm not here saying they should be your 3 anchors. What I am saying is you need to bring anchors in. And if you do, and you bring that 1% of purpose back into your life each day, they start adding up. And as the days go on, that purpose grows. And suddenly, let's use the gym as an example. Suddenly, those reasons for going get bigger. Suddenly, I did start setting goals at the gym. I want to lose this much weight, or I want to put a bit of muscle on my arms, or whatever, right? And I would start challenging myself. I'd be doing 5Ks on the treadmill. It'd be like, I want to try and beat my time. And they were really good signs that I was starting to move on, right? Because after the breakup, you kind of stop caring about everything, including yourself. So the fact I was then setting little goals for myself to try and beat, shown that my attention was starting to switch. It was starting to switch from my ex and the breakup back to me and my life. But it didn't happen straight away. It took a while. And breakups do, right? It's probably one of the things that a lot of people don't talk about enough, is that it takes time. There's no magic wand. And what these breakup anchors will do is they help you cope during that time. They help you get through the day, and they bring just that little bit of stability, that little bit of grounding back into your life. So what I'd suggest is you think about, what could your 3 anchors be right now? They could be the same as mine. If you've got a dog, it could be to get out on a daily walk. If you want to go to gym, if you want to meal prep, whatever, but it could be something else. It could be that you're going to go yoga or meditate or whatever. It's your choice, they're your anchors. But what are those 3 anchors going to be? And put them in the comments, let me know what your anchors are going to be, because that could really help somebody else who's struggling and doesn't know what they could introduce. But the more you introduce them and the more consistent you are, I say, I'm not saying that these anchors are going to help you get over your ex, like right now. They're not. But what they are going to do is they're going to ground you, and they're going to give you a little bit of purpose every day to get up out of bed and to go and do something. So, 3 anchors. Let me know in the comments what your anchors are going to be, and then hold yourself accountable. And give it a week or 2, right? And let me know how you're feeling. Because I'm pretty certain that over them couple of weeks, you're going to start to feel better. Anyway, I'm going to shoot because it's absolutely freezing out here. So, if you're new here and you've not subscribed, my name's Andy. I'm a life coach. We specialise in breakups, and I release videos like this every single week. So if you liked it and you want to see more, then make sure you subscribe. Right, that's me done. I'm going to go. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope the anchors work for you like they did for me. Nice one for watching, and I'll see you in the next. Laters.